Boy, had JayDaYoungan smoked?
I hope not.
Plenty of YB fans look at him as a big stepper, and now that he's seeing success in the courtroom, rumors are going around insinuating he may be getting his lick back.
It's an evil world we live in.
JayDaYoungan was gunned down while sitting outside of his house with his dad. Shooters pulled up in the front and side of his crib before shooting at both of them. Jay's dad was wounded by 2 gunshot wounds. Jay took 8 and died while in surgery. All his fans stormed the internet to express how much his death hurt and how his music impacted their lives.
Gone too soon.
However, unfortunately, don't expect his ops to care about his death, especially the ones that killed him.
That makes sense to me.
One of his most well-known ops is NBA YoungBoy. And since YoungBoy has a lot going on, many are starting to believe that he may have sent the hit out on JayDaYoungan.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Why would they think that? History. YB and JayDaYoungan's beef has been bubbling since JayDaYoungan came on the scene back in 2019. After dropping a snippet of a song they did together on his Instagram, YB commented to tell Jay to delete it. What makes it worse is, YB said in the same comment that he doesn't know how he got the song in the first place. Although Jay said he doesn't care about the song and if YB rocks with him or not, he eventually released a diss track aimed at YB called 38K.
It's gonna get real disrespectful.
The tension has been thick since. They would go tit for tat on social media and even tried to convince each other and fans that they pulled up to their sections for smoke. Well, at least YoungBoy did.
That sounds like him.
JayDaYoungan posted some throwback photos of him and Janelle looking rather close. Janelle responded by saying that they haven't spoken in a year and he wanted to have kids with her. That turned into both of them going back and forth on Twitter,
Messy.
threatening to expose each other on how they felt about having kids, and YoungBoy calling out Jay after it happened. Both rappers have been in and out of jail since the beef has been on. You can kinda chunk it up to good luck. Imagine if they would have ran into each other. Before Jay got killed, he was free, and YoungBoy was going through his legal battles during house arrest. Now, he has gotten some of the charges dropped and plans on going on tour soon. Great for YoungBoy. However, he wasn't too great before catching a dub in the courtroom, and by the way he was tweeting and acting, you can tell he had a lot of bottled up emotions. Perhaps some of those emotions were connected to his beef with JayDaYoungan. YB hasn't made much noise after his court blessings, outside of responding to Kodak Black's Twitter rant about disliking his fans. Gaining more heat from being involved in JayDaYoungan's murder would be a huge mistake. Look at where it got rappers like 6ix9ine. The rainbow-haired rapper had a great 1-year run before getting nabbed by the feds. After his arrest, TMZ released footage of him putting a hit out on Chief Keef, 10 racks specifically. And before you know it, Chief Keef was targeted in a shooting in New York while he and his crew were walking. You can even go back as far as the 90s with Puffy, Tupac, and Biggie. There are numbers of people that believe Tupac and Biggie's death were results of hits being made. And ironically, Puff is somewhat in the center of it, especially with Biggie's death, who was also signed to him. There's no confirmations on YoungBoy having anything to do with JayDaYoungan's murder, and YoungBoy is pretty reserved when it comes to problems he has with some of the rappers in the game right now, especially now that he signed a $60 million contract and seeing his complete freedom get closer to him as time passes. He's on his high horse, and well deserved. But we do know one thing, if he is involved with it, we'll likely see a chain reaction of the same thing.